Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Teaching Learning with Purnima once again. And today we will learn past tense. Past tense is divided into four categories: past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. So today in this video we will learn important rules related to each of them one by one. Let's begin with past indefinite tense. Past indefinite tense talks about something or some action that happened in past. It can be distant past or it can be near past. For example, you may talk about something which happened just a moment ago. Maybe today only in the morning. I woke up late in the morning. So you're talking about today, but it is past tense because that has happened. That is complete. You may talk about very distant past. For example, India got independence in 1947, or I was born in 2001. So we may talk about distant past, we may talk about very near past, just a moment ago. They just left for Agra. All these things are covered in past indefinite tense, and that is why the name of the tense is indefinite. For past indefinite tense, we use second form of verb. And in my previous video on present tense also, I told that all the verb forms you should know so that you are able to use them correctly in tenses. First form, second form, and third form. First form is go, second is went, gone. Similarly, work, worked, worked, is, am, are, was, were, been. These are the forms of the verb be. So all the action words have got three forms: present form, past form, and past participle form. And for past indefinite tense, we will use second form. We will also discuss time expressions along with the examples. You ate ice cream yesterday after the class. So this yesterday after the class is time expression. This is talking about the time when action happened. You ate ice cream. When? Yesterday. So yesterday is the time expression. It rained heavily last night. Last night is again time expression. Rained is second form. Ate is second form. They went to Goa last week. This is also second form. Last week is time. I went for jogging in the morning. The results were declared. This is in passive voice. That is why the verb form is different. Though this is also past indefinite tense, but the verb form is were and third form because this is in passive voice. Here, the objects are highlighted. The doer of the action is not present. You can see in some sentences, time expression is simple, like yesterday, last night, last week, this month. But in some sentences, time expression little different. For example, it looks like a sentence, and it is actually time clause. It is a clause. It expresses time, that is why it is time clause. We can also call it adverb clause. So time is expressed in three forms. One simple adverb, yesterday, last night, last week, day before yesterday. And this is adverb phrase: in the morning, in the evening. They all do the work of adverb only. This is simple adverb, this is adverb phrase, and this is adverb clause. Only the structure is different, but they do the work of adverb. Okay? We listen to melodious songs in the evening. When I was studying, my sister entered my room. So these sentences are sequence of tense. Why sequence of tense? Because two tenses are used. This is one tense, past continuous, and this is other tense, that is past indefinite tense. So past indefinite tense is main tense because this is the action. My sister entered my room. When she entered my room? When I was studying. So this is time. This is clause. This is main sentence. That is why it is time expression and this is main sentence. And the main tense of this sentence will be past indefinite tense. Now let's see how to make negative sentence in past indefinite tense. In order to make negative sentence in present tense, we use do or does. Do or does we use in present tense. But in past tense, we use the helping verb did. And after this, we will use first form of verb. You have to remember that after do, does, did, we will only use first form of verb. Because many times we have seen that children use did also and second form also. Let us make the sentences. Let's change these sentences. They went to Goa last week. Now went is second form. And for helping verb also, we will use second form, that is past form. They, as I told you, we will use did not go. Because we can use past form of only one verb. If we are using helping verb, then it will take past form. And main verb will take only first form. They did not go to Goa last week. Don't write they did not went to Goa, which is often seen. This mistake many people commit. Let's change one more sentence. You ate ice cream yesterday. How will you make you ate will change into eat, and which helping verb we will use? Did not eat. You did not eat ice cream yesterday. And same way we can make interrogative sentence also, just to bring this did before subject. Bring this did before subject. Did they go to Goa? Did you eat ice cream? Now let's see past continuous. As the name suggests, when the work is continuous or happening at the time of talk or report, when the thing is being talked or it is being reported, and that time when something was happening in past. Past continuous tense is used for the actions which were happening in past, and the verb form is was, were plus present participle form, which is ing form of verb. Was, were is second form of be, and ing form speaks about continuous state of some action. Let's see the example. I was riding a bike that time. About the time which you are talking, I was riding a bike. वो समय मैं बाइक चला रहा था जिस समय की आप बात कर रहे हैं. Okay? Maybe somebody is blaming me that I have done something. So now in my defense I'm saying I was riding a bike that time. उस समय तो मैं बाइक चला रहा था. So this how we use past continuous tense. I was riding a bike when my mother called me. This is sequence of tense. As I told you, sequence of two tenses. Here two tenses are used, past continuous and simple past. Simple past is the time of action, and this is action. I was riding a bike when my mother called me. So I hope you are able to get it. This is main action, which was continuous at this time. She was shouting when the house caught fire. This is also sequence of tense. Sequence of tense means sequence of two tenses, past continuous and simple past or past indefinite. This way we can make the sentences, make the tenses. He was playing when his mother called. They were learning French at that time. At that time, when you are talking, the time you're talking about, that time they were learning French. So I hope you are able to understand. Again, I'm telling you how to change it into negative helping verb with not and then main verb or ing form of verb. Just to add not. When helping verb is given, it's very easy to make negative sentence. Just add was not riding, was not riding, was not shouting, was not playing, was not learning. In some tenses, for example, present indefinite and present indefinite and past indefinite. Helping verb is not given. Second form, second form, second form. In present indefinite tense, only first form. So in that case, we add these helping verbs. Do, does, did. Then not, and then main verb. I hope you are able to understand. And how to convert it into interrogative sentence? Just bring helping verb before subject. Was I? Was she? Was he? Were they? Were they learning French? Okay, now let's understand past perfect tense. Past perfect tense talks about action which was completed in past, और जिस पास्ट की हम बात कर रहे हैं वो टाइम्स से पहले काम हो चुका था. And the verb form used is had plus third form of verb. Go, went, gone. So gone is third form. Write, wrote, written. So written is third form of verb. We will use these forms for past perfect tense. The guests had left by the time we arrived. Here some particular time should be specified. Before that or by that time the work had been completed. We use certain time expressions, by the time, before, until, or after. So these things are very important in order to understand and use past perfect tense. He had given his speech before his parents arrived. Two things happened. One thing happened earlier and the other thing happened later on. This happened earlier. This was first action. This was second action. उन्होंने अपनी स्पीच दी, उसके बाद उनके पेरेंट्स आए. तो जो काम पहले हुआ है, अर्लियर, फर्स्ट एक्शन, will always take past perfect tense. This thing we have to understand. Had given is past perfect tense. ये काम भी पास्ट में हुआ, ये काम भी पास्ट में हुआ. ये पास्ट वो टाइम है जिससे पहले दूसरा काम हुआ है. तो जो पहले हुआ है, देयर वी विल यूज पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस. हैड गिवन हिज स्पीच बिफोर हिज पेरेंट्स अराइव्ड. पेरेंट के अराइव होने का टाइम एक्सप्रेशन है. जब उनके पेरेंट आए, दैट इज टाइम. So this is again sequence of tense. Two tenses are there, simple past or past indefinite, and this is past perfect. Past perfect वाला एक्शन सिंपल पास्ट वाले टाइम से पहले हो चुका था. I had completed my work before my parents came. You had waited for my friend until he arrived. उसके आने तक आपने इंतज़ार किया. I had had my food before my mother asked. My mother asked me to take my breakfast, to take my food, but I had before that. मैंने पहले ही कर लिया था. So this is again, all these are time sequences. All these are sequence of tense. Two tenses are used. One tense is used to specify the time, and this is the action. I had gone to my friend's house before my relatives reached my place. Here also, same thing. This is main action, and this is the time expression. इस समय के पहले ये काम हो चुका था, perfect हो चुका था. How to make negative sentence? Had not. So this is very simple. As I told you, if helping verb is given, just put not between helping verb and main verb. And in order to make interrogative sentence, bring helping verb before subject. Now let's quickly see past perfect continuous tense. It talks about the action or the work which had been continuous for some time or some period in past about which we are talking. जिस पास्ट की हम बात कर रहे हैं उस समय कोई दूसरा एक्शन कुछ समय तक कंटिन्यू था. Past perfect continuous mainly talks about duration. It focuses or it stresses about the duration, long duration of some work. Now let's see the verb form. Had been plus present participle form, that is ing form. Had been ing form. After has, have, had, we will always use third form. Has, have, had के बाद तो third form use करनी ही है. That is why been is used, and then ing is used to show the continuous thing. I had been writing a novel for 2 years. Now this is important thing. The thing was continuous for some time when I got the job as an anchor. This is the time expression. इस समय जब मुझे जॉब एंकर के लिए मिली तो मैं एक नॉवल 2 साल से लिख रहा था. यानी कि उस समय तक नॉवल को लिखते हुए 2 साल हो गए. दिस इज अगेन सीक्वेंस ऑफ टेंस. आई हैड बीन वर्किंग एट द कंपनी फॉर 5 years एट दैट टाइम. एट दैट टाइम मीन्स जिस समय की बात आप कर रहे हैं उस समय मुझे कंपनी में काम करते हुए 5 साल हो गए थे. हैड बीन वर्किंग. दे हैड बीन प्लेइंग द मैच ऑल द इवनिंग. All the evening, it means that evening which you are talking, it is a thing of past. That evening they had been playing the match. She had been knitting a sweater all the winter season. All the winter season she was knitting a sweater. Because the duration is stressed, that is why we are using past perfect tense. I hope you are able to understand all these tenses.